Well, what a change in the weather and a bit of a change in the place. So yesterday we camped at Parry's Beach campsite on the coast, which was very pleasant. Well, it was when we got there. Beautiful turquoise water. Thought, oh, this will be good. We'll get the drone up and all that sort of stuff. And then, as the day progressed, or the afternoon progressed, what did we get? Rain. Anyway, it rained overnight, and we got a few things that are wet. And our battery in the camper trailer decided it was going to give up the ghost, so it's gone. And so we've come into Albany, the quick way. Kim and Caroline stopped in Denmark to get some things sorted out, and we kept on to Albany, where I'm sitting in the car park at the shopping centre now, having put a new battery in the camper trailer. I got some fuel and got some bits and pieces. Got a new door lock for the one that broke, and Joanne's gone to get me some ice cream from the supermarket. So most importantly, that is. And anyway, so we're going to head north on the highway from here. We're not going to start the Albany to Kalgoorlie trip here in Kalgoorlie. Don't really fancy flogging around in this rain much more, so we're going to see if we can get to somewhere like Borden, where there's well, I'm hoping that there's some drier weather. So the trip and the fun continues. The Mundell trip, the Mundaring to Albany trip, was pretty good. We didn't do all of the track. We did some self-imposed detours, and we had some other detours that were put up on us by the forestry, with roads closed that we didn't think, well, the track went through, but the road says, nah, you're not going there. So anyway, all in all, it was a very good trip. Had some log bridge crossings, and a little water crossing, and a bit of forward driving, bit of low range stuff in some sand, and yeah, it was pretty good. So all in all, we enjoyed that bit. We will no doubt go back and do some more, and we'll definitely do some more around Denmark, and we'll definitely do some more around I'm trying to think of the name of the mill, Hoffman's Mill, because the photography there and around Denmark is just extraordinary. So anyway, no photography today, I would imagine. We'll see what we get tomorrow, and as we head up to Kalgoorlie. So stay tuned, which you obviously will be if you're watching the video this far. All right, that'll do for now. Well, the weather's closed in again as we come through the fire-ravaged part of the Stirling Ranges. You can see it's just burnt. Well, I'll apologise for the wind noise, but when I was in Albany I said there'd be no photography today, but guess what? There is, and I've got the long lens on because of this. And we're in the Stirling Ranges, where there was a very bad bushfire not long ago. We're just passing through on our way to the next camp, and the mist is coming in over the mountains, which I'll show you. So you can see the mist over the hills there, and I've been grabbing some shots of that, and you can see more of it here with the fire. Highway's now open, as you can probably hear. And a little bit further up the highway you can see steam coming up out of the ground still, where the rain's been cooling it. Anyway, I'm going to grab some shots. Oh, everywhere we look there's mist and fog and cloud over the hills. There's some over there. Then you spin around over here. Look at those skies, and look at this over there. Wow! And then spin around a little bit more. Oh, small patch of blue sky up there. And look at that cloud there over the mountains. Just magnificent. Such beauty after such horror, such devastation. You can just see all the way around here. With every passing second, there's more views and more photos to be taken. Pretty dramatic skies. Well, there's plenty of shots, as I said, coming through, and I've focused up on that point up there. You can see it here on the back of the camera, and there's my composition. /60th of a second, f11, ISO 100, 2-second timer, and just to make sure, we'll go to f8 and we'll do exactly the same thing. We'll just make sure we're in focus, which we look like we are, but we'll just double check because we changed the f-stop. I'll leave it bright. Beautiful. Just magnificent. Looking through the viewfinder on the back of the camera, I was surprised to see how far the fire had gone up the mountain, almost to the top. Well, a very windy but magnificent end to an interesting day. Looking at the Stirling Ranges and Bluff Knoll as sunset descends. We've camped down at Borden, and it's pretty windy up here on the hill at Louis Lookout. The view is magnificent. So I've got a number of shots here, but it's going to have to be a panorama, and I'm all the way in at 200 mil because that is a long way away. And at 200 mil it looks like that. To the naked eye, it looks like that. Anyway, I've composed with my, I'm going to compose, I should say, with my 16:9 ratio, and give that panorama look. I'm just now got to wait for the sun to hit those clouds. So, will it light up or will it not? Some nice colour coming in at the top. Only time will tell. I guess that's a question that many photographers ask. Will it light up or will it not? Well, I think that answers my question. No, it's not going to light up. It's going to stay grey, I think. There is some nice orange and yellow in the sky. The cloud's not going to light up because the sun is being blocked by the cloud on the horizon over here. Still, I think that's a view well worth coming up here, stand in the cold wind to see. We left Borden this morning and there was a fair bit of bitumen to get us to Newdigate, and then from Newdigate on we've come out and we're actually on the Holland Track, the John Holland Track. This bit cuts through Nature Reserve, Dragon Rocks Nature Reserve, and we'll see if we get to see the Dragon Rocks or not, I'm not quite sure. And this is about the narrowest bit of fun we've had all day. Anyway, we'll see what more we get. Now nothing more than an experience for the adventurous. The Holland Track is a good reminder of the past and the efforts made to get to the goldfields and the riches therein as quickly as possible. We've come across some more narrow bits we've had to clear in between the rocks. Anyway, we'll make our way through. I don't think we'll get too many pinstripes off of this lot. The mirrors seem to be getting most of it, that's what clear view mirrors are for, aren't they? Anyway, no, that one's fine, Joanne. We'll go over the top of that. Yep, that's fine. Some nice granite outcrops that we've gone across, a bit bumpy. Waste of time trying to film that because it'll be all like this. Anyway, so we're just coming through this a little bit here. Pull it back and change gear for me, Joanne, please. That's it, just once. Yeah, so far so good. We're getting through because we got a skinny Mazda. We're getting through pretty easy, but Kim's got a cruiser which is he's gonna have to breathe in. Eventually making out of the narrow bits, we arrived at Emu Hill and stopped for lunch, which was well earned, and it gave us a chance to put the drone up and have a look at what lay ahead. Lots more of the same. It's a little bit narrow through here, and you'll notice I'm on the other side of the vehicle, and that's because I've been flying the drone and my co-driver is behind the wheel and doing a great job. A little bit of bush striping that we probably didn't want, but you know, that's what happens when you do these tracks. The good thing is the clear views. They're copping a flogging and they look like they're doing alright. So crossing the vermin-proof fence, state barrier fence. Penguin in the outback. That's interesting, isn't it? Alrighty. And so we meet the Hayden Norseman Road in somebody's mailbox. There you go. Okay, well we have detoured from the track, so to speak, and we're now just going down the Hayden Norseman Road. The Holland Track where we came off of finished just a few kilometres past where we camped at Forestania Plots, which is an old farming area from the 1920s, now abandoned. The Forestania pub there, as they call it, it's just a tin shed with a fireplace in it. Anyway, we've left there and we're heading on the Hayden Norseman Road. We're going to take the Victoria Rocks Road up to Kalgoorlie, where Kim and Carolyn are going to leave us, and we're going to meander around the country, blissfully lost yet again. Anyway, did some photography this morning, some close-up stuff. I was watching Chris Sale's video on 52, on a book of 52 landscape photography assignments, and one of them he challenged one of his friends to was close-ups. So I thought, well, I'm going to give that a go, because there was a couple of nice trees near where we were camped. So we're yeah, that was this morning, and we're on the road again, and next stop will be, the next camp will be Victoria Rocks, we think. Queen Victoria Rocks Road. We're on our way to Victoria Rocks. We've turned off the Hayden Norseman Road, and we're just coming up here quietly. A lot of the natives have been in flower, and of course we didn't film them, did we? Anyway, this will give you an idea of the beautiful trees out here. Stunning landscape. Okay, so day 7 of our big trip, so day 8 of our trip, shakedown trip. We're just leaving our camp at Victoria Rocks. Kim and Carolyn have had to head home for some family business, and we're going to continue on. Going to go back about 30 or 40 k's to a spot where we are going to go bush again. Okay, detour, Cave Hill, 45 kilometres. This will be interesting to see where this takes us and what the track turns into. So we've come back towards the Hayden Norseman Road that we passed yesterday, and to come down this track as part of the Albany Kalgoorlie Track. And yeah, well, this looks like fun straight away. Not even 50 metres in and we're having some fun. We've got 45 k's to go. Oh well, we'll see what we get. Oh, it's narrowed off a little bit. Got a little bit sandy. We've got a water obstacle. That's going to make life interesting. Okay, so this track has got wet again, and the reason for that is this is the low point, and the whole thing's been like we've been driving down a creek bed. Actually, you can see all the sand and all the water washes everywhere. So Johnny's just gone to see if there's, over to the left there, there's a, looks like it's a chicken track goes around. We'll take that rather than go through here. So apparently it is a chicken track, and we're going to take it. No point in going through that if we don't have to. Oh, I reckon we probably would have got through there, but you know, why wreck it and make it worse than what it is if you don't have to. Anyway, the chicken track. A fair bit of this recently. Just where the water flows down the road. We're down to 20 or 30 kilometres an hour, and look what we've got here. Another bog hole. Now why would someone go right through the middle of that? Because they can, just because they want to tear the place up. So we're not. I think we'll go, I think I'm going to go to the right because that's a little bit wider and might make life a bit easier. Yeah, piece of cake. Another one up here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Huh. Don't have to worry about it at all. Look, chicken track. Thank you to the people who have been before us. Let's go back a little bit. Go around the other side, go around there. It's a little tight, but we'll do it. Yeah, piece of cake. Well, it's safe doing that bit. It looks like it's got a little bit smoother and a little bit better up here too. So 20 or 30 kilometres an hour, and a lot of second and third gear work here. And having come through one, we get another one. A little bit easier this one now, I think. Yeah. Wonder how many more of these we're going to get. Pretty easy bit of the track now. A few water holes we've gone through and around, skirted around, and come to some relatively nice spots now. All these beautiful white trees. Roadblock in front. Joanne will get out and move for me. Oh, so we just stopped for morning tea in a little, just a little clearing. Someone's camped here, they've had a fire, and we just pulled off the road, which is just over there. And it was these trees that attracted me. I said, Joanne, we'll get a photo here and we can have morning tea at the same time. So that's what we've done. And I've taken a panorama of this, a vertical panorama, or vertical shots to stitch into a panorama, and a straight panorama shot with the wide angle lens. So we'll see what they turn out like. And this tree was the main feature because all the rest, as you can see, are white. Or silver, or whatever colour that is. And he stands out all by himself, this bloke. So I've sort of composed it a little bit like what you're seeing there. But what I did was I stood up on the top of the camper and got a little bit of height, which I think will be really good. So yeah, if it wasn't so windy, I'd fly the drone through there. But we've got a little bit of a destination to get to, so I'm not going to hang around here too much longer. Plenty of compositions here with nice white trees. So the track has got a little bit better here, but reading the notes, he says, as we come to a obstacle on the track. Reading the notes for a little bit further on, it's going to be quite interesting, I think. Now you can see Joanne's getting her weightlifting exercise on this track. Doing a great job too. Okay, so we've now cleared the track, as you would see, and done our little bit for keeping the track open. There we go. See what we get next. Some more bog holes, yeah. There's a lot of these around here. We'll go this way because it's wide, it's dry, but it's just the places we go to get a photo. We took the chicken track, and the chicken track's not much better than the track, except for it's over there and it's got a ton of water in it. And so after 2 hours of slow driving, mud holes, trees across the track and everything else, we come out onto this beautiful road. which we're about to turn off very shortly and go down what could be an even trickier bit of road, but we'll soon find out. It's a bit more like driving down a creek bed than a road. Anyway, we've just been discussing the 4 drive shows are about to start. You know, the Off-Road Adventure Show, the All-For Adventures and Pat Callanan. Well, we reckon that this trip is a cross between the Off-Road Adventure Show and Pat Callanan. We ain't got to know All-For Adventure bits yet, although some parts did feel like it. Lovely little drive. Plenty of trees down, and most of which we could get around. And looks like we've got another 1 or 2 up here, or 3 even. Goodness me. I don't know what's bringing them all down, but the wind, I'm guessing. We've got round 1, we've got round 2, unless there's a chicken track around the next one, which I think by the look of it there might be. I can see another one further up. The fun continues. Yeah, chicken track. We'll take that. So, obstacle after obstacle, after obstacle after obstacle. Either go around or pull out of the way, and we've just been doing some of that back there as well. Talk about fun. Although, are we having fun yet? Well, we've been stopped in our tracks literally by what looks like a forest of trees down across the track ahead of us. And I don't have a chainsaw, which would come in really handy. I have a winch, but I don't have the inclination to spend the rest of the day clearing the track, and that's what it would take. So I'm not going to do it, and we're going to head back and take a different way. You want to check if that's a chicken track there, Joanne, or I think we came in that one there. Anyway, we'll see. We'll get ourselves out of here and back to some sort of a road. And so after deciding to give up on this part of the trip, we managed to reverse a little way and then turn around, which was a little bit tight, but we got around. And of course, heading back, we had to take some of those chicken tracks, and the inevitable happened. The camper trailer hit something and we lost a tyre. Or lost the air out the tyre and lost the side of the tyre. So it was down to change it and move on. So I'm going to wrap this video up here, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, of course, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, which we'd really like you to do that. And of course, if you do subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell, and then you'll be notified of when we upload our next video. So in the meantime, thanks very much for watching. If you did get to the end, even more thanks, because it was a fairly long one, and we'll see you on the next one.